How about now?
Can you hear me now?
How about now?
Oh, okay, that's much better. Oh, goodness. What a what an interesting night. Hmm. Don't mind me. I'm doing some Blu-ray stuff for my new Plex server, which maybe I'll do a video for, maybe I won't. So, yeah, I figured I'd go live. I don't ever go live with this channel. It is Reclaimer from 2XP Gaming. Um, Figured I'd go live just to kind of, I don't know, see if anyone else wanted to talk about or was interested in talking about the new YouTube partnership guidelines, which I think a lot of streamers and gamers, YouTube content creators, were made aware of today. Um, so basically, about maybe half hour, 45 minutes ago, I got an email, probably along with a lot of other um, folks that meet the criteria for these new guidelines, or don't meet the criteria for these new guidelines. Basically, what YouTube is doing is if your channel has less than 1,000 subscribers and less than 4,000 hours of watch time within the last year, your channel will no longer be eligible for partnership. Now, partnership, as we know it with YouTube, um, can obviously bring in money through monetization of ads. And it also allows for some other features. I believe it allows for cards and end cards as well, like at the end of your videos and stuff like that. But the way, I guess, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. The first thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way was the way that the email was worded. And basically, the way the email was worded was that YouTube is doing this to protect YouTube and YouTube audience from bad actors, right? So people that um, don't, are spamming videos or putting, not following the community guidelines or basically putting up shit posts. And that was the main reason that they are making this change. And the way that the email came off was kind of condescending to small channels such as us, right? We're not, we're definitely not a Linus Tech Tips. We are not a big channel, and we know that, right? We do not have any delusions of grandeur, as it were. We currently have 331 subscribers. Our channel lifetime watch time, I think, is about 150,000 minutes. That's probably totally off. I can look it up right now, and I probably will. Maybe I should do that while we're talking here. Let's see. We'll go into lifetime. All right, so we have 499,000 minutes of watch time for the lifetime of our channel. Our channel was created back in 2014. 157,445 views on 141 videos. The channel, since its inception, has made a total of $22.68, and keep in mind we had monetization off for a very, very long time. I think I actually enabled monetization back in July of 2017. Um, and we had 1,168 likes, 67 dislikes, 765 comments, 223 shares, 527 videos in playlists, and that again, that's off of 141 videos, which is I don't know, it's not bad, it's not great either. Um, so it definitely, I think that that is, just some information about our channel, right? So, 2XP Gaming was never really created to make money. In my opinion, small channels, even if you have 1,000 subs and you have 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year, you're not going to make money where you can go ahead and quit your job and rent an office space or do whatever. We never started doing this to make money. I created this channel along with Captain Jock, Pens 15, whatever you want to call him. We created this channel back in 2014 because we thought we really liked what we saw with the other gaming channels doing YouTube videos on game reviews and walkthroughs and tech reviews and things like that. And we wanted to kind of jump on board that train. I definitely think the gaming scene on YouTube it wasn't in its infancy, but it wasn't where it is today. So, of course, at the time we wanted to definitely make it big, and we hoped that uh, the channel would take off and that we would get, a lot of subscribers and a lot of engagement, and eventually the monetization would come and we'd be able to do fancier videos and buy more tech. And that didn't happen. And again, we didn't really have any delusions that that would actually happen, where we'd make the big time and we'd be, again, like I said, become the next Linus Tech Tips. It wasn't going to happen. Um, so I'm not really upset necessarily that they are removing the ability to monetize videos for small channels. But I think what I'm more upset about is the way that it was worded in the email that was sent out. Especially, this is just poor timing on YouTube's part. One of their major streamers, as I'm sure we all know, has been really kind of in the shit lately because he posted a video of a dead body after a suicide, and was kind of mocking it and making a joke about it, and then he did the whole apology tour. I'm so sad. Um, and you would think that they would kind of respond a little. I guess they probably would have waited a little bit so that it didn't seem like, because I guess the way the email was worded, not only was it kind of condescending to smaller viewers, but they basically said we're doing this so that advertisers regain trust in us, so that they're not spending money on ads that offend their audience. I don't know anything that 2XP Gaming did to offend our audience. Why are you removing partnership status from me if I never posted a video of a dead body on YouTube, right? So that kind of didn't make me too happy about it. But the other thing that kind of stinks is again, I could care less really if I'm making. I think I make $3 a month off of this channel. I could really care less if I'm making $3 a month off of this channel. What I do care about is feeling like I am included with other YouTube content creators. I don't consider a channel like Linus Tech Tips or NCIX or Bite My Bits or anything like that. I don't consider us peers with those channels. But what I do want to feel like as a YouTube creator is that I'm not just some guy just throwing a bunch of videos together haphazardly and trying to get rich quick. And I really think that that is kind of how I feel now, based off of the way YouTube communicated this change and how it's working. So, um, I mean, just so you know, I never really talked too openly about kind of how our channel works, but um, back in its heyday, 2XP Gaming was for people. It was myself, Captain Jock, Dr. Katzenberg, and Mudcat. And at the time, we were making a ton of videos on a regular basis. They were pretty good videos. I wouldn't say they were high quality in the sense of the camera work or the quality. It wasn't 4K. It wasn't 2K. 720p videos that were started based off of a handheld point and shoot camera, right? And then when we went to PAX, we invested in some more camera equipment. But I digress from that. Um, it was the four of us. We were making videos that we cared about, even though the quality of the video in regards to like the actual camera work wasn't, at what I would like it to be. I thought the content was good, right? We cared about what we put out there. We cared about what we were talking about. Again, in its heyday, not only did 2XP Gaming have our YouTube channel, we had two podcasts going on, the 2XP Oddcast and um, Spartan Talk, which was a Halo-themed podcast. We, of course, have our Twitter, we have Facebook, we have an Instagram. We have like all those social media channels and everything. And I remember, when Captain Jock and I went to PAX East for the first time back in, I think, 2015, people actually recognized us. I wasn't, not like, oh, holy shit, it's, Reclaimer from 2XP Gaming. It wasn't anything like that, but we would hand out like business cards, and it actually had like recognition. People knew our logo. Some people actually said, "Oh, hey, I've seen you guys on YouTube," and I don't know. It just kind of made me feel, hey, we're going somewhere with it. Now, obviously, if you follow our channel for any length of time, we have really kind of gone downhill in regards to the amount of videos we're putting out. Actually, for a good period of time, we I don't think we posted a video for almost a year. And I think a lot of that came about for a couple different reasons. Captain Jock and Dr. Katzenberg weren't really too interested in doing content creation like they used to be. And Mudcat and I got pretty busy with like different things going on in our life. So, creating YouTube videos was not really a priority for us at the time. Now, lately, I've been trying to put out more videos as I have time, but this shit's expensive. If you're not a big channel that has a crazy amount of views and ad revenue and sponsorships or paid advertising, it is really hard to create tech videos because guess what? If you want to, unbox something or you want to do a review on some new piece of technology, you got to buy it yourself. You've got to spend that money on this nice fancy Acer X34 monitor that I never even did a review on because I just kind of wanted to use it and not have to make a video about it. But not only does it cost money for the products that you're dealing with, but it costs money for the equipment that you have. My camera bag is behind me over, yeah, and there's my tripod and everything. I didn't spend a lot of money on the camera, but I probably spent on the camera and equipment about $1,000. I have a lighting setup in the other room so I can have better lighting on our product videos. Um, it's expensive. It's expensive to get the equipment to make your videos and then actually get the products to deal with your videos. So very expensive to do that. And I guess I don't know. It just kind of feels like a slap in the face because we try to do what we can to make good content and at least be recognized by YouTube as, again, not some guy in his basement using a point and shoot camera like we used to do. I mean, if you were to ask me back in 2014, should we be a partner? No, 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 not at all. But I mean, you look at our stats. We've got a good engagement, at least with our videos. I mean, for 141 videos, the amount of shares and the amount of videos and playlists that we have. Hey, Omar, how you doing? Just talking about the new YouTube partnership stuff and kind of ranting. I figured I'd do it live. Screw it, right? Um, you know, it's something where we kind of just wanted to feel like we belonged as partners. And you know what? I'm still going to put out videos. The channel's still going to put out videos when we can. But it just, I don't know. We're going to feel like it's not going to be like it was. So I have no problem with the 1,000 subscriber requirement. If your channel's decent, you should be able to get 1,000 subscribers. Obviously, we only have 331, so our channel's not that decent. But I think where I have more of a problem is the 4,000 hours of watch time in a year. That's rough for a small channel. Even at like an established small channel, it's rough. So, who knows if and when we will ever be back in the partnership program again. And I guess maybe this is kind of like a blessing in disguise because it forces me. Right now, I'm making a majority of our content when we do put it out. It forces me to think of different types of videos that I can do that maybe doesn't require me spending money on products to do reviews. Maybe I have to start thinking about, should I be doing tutorials where I can record my screen or I can show you something based off of what I already have. It seems like our tech videos typically tend to do better than others. So maybe I need to focus a little bit more on doing tech stuff that doesn't require us purchasing things. And maybe it's time to not really focus on our YouTube at all. And I'm not trying to say that the partnership guidelines are making me want to quit YouTube, but it certainly doesn't help. Again, it kind of just feels like a slap in the face. So, that being said, I don't know if I got too much else to say. But hey, this video is going to be available on our channel. You can come back and watch it anytime. If you wish to see a 17-minute rant about the new YouTube guidelines. I know that we had some pretty good engagement on our Twitter when we posted about that we're no longer going to be a YouTube partner. We had some pretty good engagement there. We had a lot of people kind of respond and say what their experience is. It seems like a lot of small content creators reached out to us and um, kind of had the same sentiment. And again, I just want to kind of reiterate, it has nothing to do with making money. Even if we had 1,000 subscribers and those 4,000 hours of watch time within a year, I would be surprised if this channel brought in $10 a month. What are you going to do with $10 a month? Maybe you can do a giveaway like a Steam gift card or something. Cool. But what are you going to do as a content creator with $10 a month? Not much. So it was never really about the money. It kind of, again, was always about feeling like we belonged with content creators. And if this video ever ends up being seen by folks that work with YouTube or YouTube gaming or are in the industry anywhere, I just hope that the takeaway from this is a couple things. One, you really got to learn to time your communications better because the way that it looks like is that you're trying to deal with fallout from the big streamer who shall remain nameless that caused you a lot of grief recently. And it looks like you're using this as an opportunity to get what you want out of your ad revenue structure, which basically what's going to happen now is the bulk of the small YouTube channels, because they no longer will be getting ad revenue, you're funneling that ad revenue back to your larger channels, which is going to keep your larger content creators happy, and it's going to keep your advertisers happy. Um, so it seems like you're using this as an excuse to do that. So time your communication better, word your communication better, because again, the way that your communication was worded really made it feel like, us small content creators are nothing, and that we don't contribute to YouTube like your big money makers do. And that's really not fair. I mean, we have a video on our channel that if you search, it's number 4 in the search results, right up there with Linus Tech Tips. That's pretty impressive for a small ass channel with 331 subscribers. Um, we're not nothing. Small content creators help bring some niche or different perspectives to YouTube. So don't spurn your small content creators because this is probably going to turn a lot of people off. And I'm going to be honest, if I can find different avenues of doing videos, and maybe that means going to Mixer or just doing live streams on Mixer or Twitch and doing tutorials and answering tech questions just so we can have an audience with a service that cares about its creators, maybe that's worth doing. But again, either way, it's really not going to matter to YouTube because we don't make YouTube money. Um, it's not going to matter. So I guess that's about it. I really don't want to drag this live stream any longer than what it needs to be. And I don't think I have anybody watching currently Thanks, Omar, for joining. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you're curious, feel free to stop back on our YouTube channel. Um, I will put out videos just like I've been doing. I will put them out when I can. The regularity is something we can't guarantee anymore, and I know that that hurts our engagement. But believe it or not, that year or that almost year period of time where we didn't upload a video, our subscriber count actually increased by like 20. It was really weird. um, but I'll be putting out videos when I can, and keep an eye out on our Twitter. Keep an eye out on maybe Twitch or Mixer or something, and maybe we'll see you on there. So this is Reclaimer. Catch you later.